Hey friends, welcome to another episode of Trekking Tuesday. Today, we're going to attempt to finish the video for YouTube. I went out last week, even though it was raining, not a big deal to me. I was down in the floodplain of the Missouri, and I'm hiking in, and I'm sinking into the mud. I'm starting a post hole, and as I was walking, I was noticing my footprints were filling up with water, which usually means it's going to flood. So I got the heck out of there. And as I suspected, yes, the next couple of days it is flooding. We're under multiple flood warnings today. The river's supposed to crest Thursday at 7:40. Jessica and I went out, Sunday, and checked out the river. And we went into Missouri City. It's right on the riverbank, right up against the levee, and it is 1 foot and 1 inches from cresting that. That's a little scary. I feel so sorry for them people. Okay, today is a beautiful day. Weather conditions, 20% chance of rain. Yeah, I don't think it's going to rain. Temperatures 52 degrees. We got a slight wind out of the west at the moment. Probably 9 miles an hour. Supposed to gust up to 18, but not a big deal. Where are we? Well, obviously we can't be on the floodplain anymore, so I have chosen to get lost in the woods, which I am at the moment. I think we need to curve down a little bit. I haven't been here in a while. A while back, I had a shelter out here. Jeremy had a shelter out here. We both had a shelter out here. This is, I guess we could call this my spring camping location. It's where we're at the moment, and yes, it's by the Hobo Highway. All right, so let's figure out where we're going. I've got a camp, or remnants of a camp down here somewhere. We just gotta find a little bugger. Yeah, I've been informed the ticks are starting to come out, which is weird because normally them little guys do not pop out until the middle of April. And then by May, they're just, they're out with a vengeance. So, yeah, not happy to hear that report. All right, I think I'm really close to where I need to be. Well, I think we're actually off course a little bit. No worries. If you remember correctly, we had a shelter set up right here. We called it the Super Shelter. Had a nice little fire pit right there. And as you can see, it has been taken down. And the area turned back. This is the way we found it. Well, actually a little bit better. And over here is that big rock. I built a ladder to the top of that rock. And let's stroll over there real quick and take a good gander at it. As you can see, I took the ladder down, disassembled it, and then on the front, let's go around here. Jeremy had a kind of a little shelter system built, and I disassembled that and took everything out of here. Actually, you can still kind of climb under there for a shelter if you had to, which I hope we don't have to. I'd like to shoot a video here. One problem, they're down there working on the railroad. It will, holy crap. I'm going to show you something real quick, and all that noise will be picked up by the camera. I had a shelter built here, and a support pole went from there to that tree that is hanging over the side of the cliff. Oh my, look at that. Yeah, I'm glad that shelter's not built. You can see down there the water on the floodplain. She's filling up a little bit, and we are a ways from the river. We're probably a good 2.5 miles from the river, which is down that way. But you can see the fire pit is still somewhat here. I didn't disassemble that because I built it with clay, trying to see how it would come out. And honestly, it looks pretty good. Okay, obviously this area is not gonna freaking work because of all that ruckus. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna hike on down this way and see what we can find. One of our options if it starts raining. There's a nice rock outcrop, and there's a good sitting area up there. And I've done several videos from it, but one little problem, it's the construction work is down that way. The sound is coming through here, and it's bouncing off that rock on the inside, and the mics will pick that up like you wouldn't believe. So it's acting as a big ear. Not gonna work. So I'm thinking, let's go on down a little bit further and see what we come up with. Now, I've got my spring camp just right around the corner. Wow, there is a lot of wind damage out here. That tree right there is down. That tree up there. Those trees there. Huge one across the trail. Winter has not been kind to this area. Look at that. That one's down over there. There's one, huge one. It's headed out towards the railroad. Well, I'll be darned. The spring camp is actually in pretty good shape. No trees have fallen on it. And my teepee pole fell right there. I don't think anybody took it down. I think it was knocked down. It was over here somewhere. You can tell some people have been down here. We do have a little trash in the fire pit. Not a big deal. We can clean that up. What the heck is that? That's a fire starter. I had some tools up here on top of the ledge. I'm pretty sure they're gone. Yeah. Somebody probably burned those up for firewood. No big deal. I don't think it's going to rain. You know what? Let's go ahead and set up here. I've got some trash I need to pick up. Straighten the area. Plus, I'm really familiar with this area. And if we do get caught in a bad rainstorm, there's some shelter up on that rocks. Right there. Not much, but there's some. It would appear a train has just pulled up. Not a big deal. Grab this piece of wood. I'll tell you what, this wood is not good at all. I mean, it'll get a fire going, but not so much for cooking. I've cleaned all the trash out of the fire pit, put it on one side, pushed all the leaves down so there was no accidents, recovered the majority of my rocks, and then we put the trash back in there to get rid of it. And there really wasn't that much, no big deal. While I was messing around, we put the teepee pole back in the ground. I found the hole, cleaned it out, rammed it back in, filled it up with some dirt, and it is good. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just put the shelter up for the heck of it. I don't think it's gonna rain. Plus, I'm waiting for the sun to come over right about there before I shoot the video. So that's gonna be at least an hour and a half. I did screw up a little bit. I was not anticipating burning as much energy as I am right now, which has caused me to sweat a little, which I shouldn't be doing, but hey, what the heck? I did not bring enough water. I figured I was just gonna come out, shoot a video, be done with it, go back in, and not do all this. Well, you know how that works out. So I've only got 2 backup 16s, and I think we're, about a half a tank on my 32. We need to be a little careful on that. But our meal today does not require water. The sun is finally in the right position, but guess what? Yes, it got cloudy. Not a big deal. What is a big deal is we've had this train pull up down here, and I've been listening, and they keep wanting to say 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, and he's still sitting there. That's been about 40 minutes ago. Yeah, they're still having some problems on the tracks. I'm hoping he gets released soon so we can start the video. I'm thinking it should only take me 30-40 minutes to rip through what I need to talk about. But I've got all the cameras officially set up. And I might have to re-straighten that one a bit. Let's see. Okay, checking the angle. Just gonna hit down there. I should raise it just a little bit. There we go. Okay, let's check now. Oh, much better. I think we're good now. Uh-oh. It would appear we loosened the duct tape. No worries, I can fix that. But all the other cameras are set up. We're going to go with 4 today. Just 4. Fire pit. It's doing good. I've cleaned all the debris up in the area that I found because I've been kicking the leaves out of the way. Just burning it up. Not a big deal. We're starting to see some bug activity. I'm going to break out my bug spray and just kind of crop dust the area just in case. Well, crap. Bad news, friends. Bad news. I shot the video. It took exactly 28 minutes to do, and 2 of my cameras timed out, which means they only ran for 20 minutes, and they did that because I was filming in high def. I wasn't thinking. It's my fault. And one was my cell phone, and the other one I'm carrying in my hand is a Trekking Tuesday camera. I'm looking at the sunlight. There's no way for a reshoot. My batteries are low in both cameras. I didn't bring a spare because I was thinking we were going to do this one shot, one take. In fact, that one's about ready to take a crap too. Yep, it's out. Pretty bummed about the whole deal. And we got another train pulling up, and I was listening to the scanner. And they're going to lock it down, which means it's going to sit there for another freaking hour because of what's going on down the tracks. Very upset. Alright, so what I'm going to do is put all this stuff back in the pack since I got it scattered everywhere. But first, we're going to get this fire started up again, get that rock hot, and then I want to put, actually it might be hot enough right now. We might not have to do anything. No, we need to heat that rock up a little bit more. Heat that rock up, and then we're going to cook some soup. Then pack it out of here. Man, I'm so bummed out right now. Yeah, let's get this out of the way. I'm trying to burn some of the remnants off of it. And somewhere, oh, there it is. We have a rock. I've heated that rock up, and we're going to cook our soup over it. And this one's a little different than the last one we had. This is just plain old white rice. And the other one, yep. Is that it? That's it. The other one was just plain chicken noodle with wild rice. So let's see what this would taste like. While this is cooking and setting my gloves on fire. Oh, I cracked myself up. I'm going to go ahead and start breaking camp down. I did make a quick phone call to home and told Jessica I was going to be a little late tonight, and she said that's okay. She's out shopping, so it's not a big deal. I do believe it's done. Let's take a look. Yeah, we got a nice bubble going. Oh, wow. See how thick that chicken broth is? You can see the carrots. Looks like it's hydrated. Let's take a test here. It's hot, but freaking good. It's got a little salty to it. You can definitely taste that chicken. Let's see if I can taste the carrot. Yeah, I think we're good. Let's pull that off for a minute. Try not to spill it. Let's put it right there. Oh, God, that's hot. Actually, let's put it on this rock and let it cool down just a little bit. Make sure there's no ashes on there. Got the tent stakes here, drying the mud off of them before I put them away. We've got pretty much all the pack stowed. I still got to drop one more line here, not a big deal. The train that was tied up is officially gone. The sun is setting, and we've got maybe 2 hours of daylight left. It would appear we're coming out in the dark again. Area is cleaned up, pack's loaded up. I've got my jackets on the back of the pack because obviously I am way overdressed for today. Campsite looks good, man. I cleaned up all the debris that was floating around. Redid the old teepee pole right there. And fire pit has been cleaned out of all the trash that was in there. I rebuilt the rocks around it. Very happy with that. Not worried about the fire one bit. I just checked the weather forecast, and the later it gets, the more chances of rain. So yeah, it's probably going to rain tonight, which is not a good thing for the people living on the Missouri. I really feel for them. I hope it doesn't rain very much. Okay, so there's 3 ways we can go out here. We can go that way, go around, loop, climb some rocks, and then go up to the top and then hit the trail. What I was wanting to do originally, we just go straight up and curve over. but I decided probably not a good idea because it's starting to get dark and I probably should stay on the trail just to be on the safe side. So next time we come out here, I think we'll take that way out. The trains are running again. They've got that track fixed. Whatever was broken, that's a good thing. Of course, now that I don't need to shoot a video, guess what? No trains. Oh well. All right, so let's get over this first big obstacle. We could go around it, go under it, or there's a spot over here we can go over the top, which is not a big deal. I think we'll do that. Oh, man, look at these trees. Look at this. Man, a heck of a wind came through here to knock that sucker out. Oh, that's something. And to be honest with you, I don't think they're going to clean this up ever. Nobody really uses this park anymore. Like I said, a long time ago, this place has pretty much been abandoned. Nobody really uses it, except for, well, me, Jeremy, and probably some teenagers. Oop, hang on. Oh, that is not a good position for me right now. Oh, Lord. Yes. It would appear the trains are going the other direction now. I guess the track's fixed. All right, now for the fun part of our journey, our hike out. It is roughly a mile straight uphill. Well, it feels like it's straight uphill. It's a tough one. This is where I find out how out of shape I really am. Oh, man. I wish you could see the grade. It is not good. I'm about halfway out, and I'm not doing half bad at all. I've kept a pretty steady pace and not pushed it, but I guess I'm not in as bad as a shape as I thought I was. Huh. Yeah, I am sweating a bit, though. That's to be expected. We are back at the Mountaineer, and I'm going to say the pack fits a lot better without my jackets on. Yeah, got one on top and then I got one on the inside. We made it back with everything. Scanner is off. Yeah, we got a very angry dog over there. Alright, so we're gonna hop in the Mountaineer and close the old video out. Checking the temperature here, and it is 60 freaking degrees out. Can you believe that? No wonder I overheated. I had way too many darn clothes on. It was a good day, you know. I went down to the spring campsite, cleaned it up, got everything done. Little disappointed that the camera's timed out. I think I know what happened. I think it was in the safety mode where the batteries got below 50% and it shut it down. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna have to go home and look at that, which means we got to do this video shoot all over again. Or just give up on it totally and do something totally different. I don't know yet. We'll have to see. The Campbell's chicken and white rice was really good. It did make me thirsty on the hike out because there was so much sodium in there. I don't mind the sodium, but that was kind of a bad thing because I did not have enough water with me. Let's go ahead and pull out real quick. Need to get a move on here. Don't want to sit too long. There's a very angry dog over there. Oh yeah, you can see in the sky right now, it looks like there's rain coming in. That, my friends, is not a good thing at all. They cannot use any, they do not, and I repeat, do not need any water, any more water in the Missouri River. I mean, it's way too much. Okay, there might be another video this week. There's a very good possibility that my Friday show might cancel because of the basketball tournament and the March Madness. If so, I'm going to hit the Rip Trail and do some exploring down by that creek where I found that, I think there's a shelter down there. Of course, it's going to end up being a blue tarp, and, well, anyway. All right, I have rambled on enough, friends. You know what I'm getting ready to say. Thanks for coming along with me on my journey, and I will see you on YouTube one of these days.